Good bug, bad bug. I'm gonna show you a bad bug. It's a bit of a disaster for these lilies. By the way, it's hot, hazy, and lazy day. Look at this. The leaves are all gone on this. Let's see. All chewed up. They all had leaves. And this is the culprit. And they lay these slimy eggs that look like mud patties. Look like mud was splashed on the leaves, but it was their larvae covered in mud. Keep them alive and cool, I guess. So I don't know if these lilies are gonna open up, but let me show you these other ones I have. It's pretty from here, but oh my gosh, that is a disaster. Look at that, and there it is, the culprit. Leaves and flowers gone. Oh, here's a little mud patty. So that looks like splashed mud on there, but it's not. It is like a little cocoon for all these red bugs. And do you see them all? They are a nightmare. There's another cocoon right there. Calling them cocoons. Yeah, they look like splashed mud, but they're ready to hatch into these red bugs. That is a disaster. A disaster for these poor, beautiful lilies. I didn't catch this in time. Mud. Daylilies don't have them on there. They're right next to them. They seem to be doing fine. So let's see if we can find the bug in here. Okay, what I have is scarlet lily beetles, lily leaf beetles. They're not in my good bug, bad bug book, but here they are. Scarlet lily beetles. They're bright red on top and black on the bottom, and they feast on the leaves, stems, and flowers, and even the buds of members of the lily family. So that's what I've got going on here, is the lily leaf beetle, bad bug. So I'm reusing this spray bottle, but this is soapy water with some vinegar and tea tree oil, and I'm going to spray these lily leaf beetles. See, there's a... I really don't want to get the plant behind it. I should move this out, shouldn't I? Ooh, they're falling off. That's good. Hopefully these will flower. Okay, let me go get the other one. Mud pie. A mud larva. Mud larvas. I might just have to cut these. I'll see what they look like later. Just cut them down, throw them in the garbage. I have more of these type of lilies. Sorry, I hope I'm not making anybody dizzy, but with the sprinklers on. Yeah, they totally ate. Look, there's a flower on the ground. Oh yeah, look at that one. I'm gonna have to cut these down. Sorry, I didn't want to get wet from the sprinkler. And these lilies are fine. Okay, there's the disaster. On to the garden tour. So what I'm looking at here are the potato grow bags, and I see that we have some blooming. Beautiful purple blooms. Look at that. What potatoes are these? The Russian something and others. And the calendula is looking beautiful too. Yellow and orange. Against the house here, I have some other things I'm growing in containers. This is horseradish, and it's doing so much better than the horseradish in the herb garden. And then I have zucchini, zinnias, yes. Zinnias there and some zinnias here. And here I have the Super Sweet 100 tomatoes, black vernissage, and this is a Bonnie Best. Over here I have some carrots growing, doing beautifully. Up here I have some nasturtium, a little damage from the rain. Next to the nasturtium is the cinnamon basil, looking beautiful. And behind the cinnamon basil is the, what do you call these things? The Asian garden celosia, the purple flowered ones. But I'm growing these for the leaves, I think. I hate to harvest these when they're flowering. But yeah, leaves for tea. All right, so I have the greenhouse to my back, and this is the oval garden. Here we have some flowering carrot. This one is a pretty mauve color. As you can see here, this one is also mauve. Mosquitoes are on me already. That is the tomato. That is the tomato garden. This is the butterfly garden, though the butterfly visits every garden. I have some lavender here, and a honeybee on it. And I keep going to pull this as a weed, but this is supposed to be the African daisy. We'll see. And dusty rose daylily will be blooming here. This is flowering oregano. And similar to the thistle, this is sea holly. It's beautiful. So in here I'm going to have the butterfly bush, sea holly, liatris. So on the right I have daylilies and hostas and more liatris, and then some butterfly attractors. But on the left is the tomato garden and the cucumbers, which are vining up this trellis. Over here I do have a cute little eggplant bush with little tiny eggplants on them. Sunflowers. On the left I have some more purple cone flowers, echinacea. This is where I had the peonies and some more purple coneflower, which looks like it's coming really close to the front of this garden bed, but these were planted against the railing there, and I guess they just found their way here. But right next to them is milkweed. This milkweed is beautiful. Pollinators love it. And they're just so dainty, like frilly, little frilly things. They're gonna open up beautifully. And then the pods are really interesting too. But I don't just have milkweed for the butterflies and pollinators, I have butterfly weed. There's also a pink variety in here somewhere, but things have gotten all overgrown. And butterfly weed comes back faithfully every year. This is Coreopsis tick seed that I took from the front garden. And these beautiful orange daylilies are from my neighbor. He has them throughout his house. They're beautiful. So I call this the deck garden. It's behind the deck. And over here is the herb garden, doing beautifully. See the tomatoes behind it, and the greenhouse and the shed. The climbing roses. Looks like there's a lot of bee activity up here. Let's check it out. Daylilies, borage, alyssum. The yellow flowers in the back, that's St. John's wort. The bees love that too. Gets to be pretty shady on the left side here. And then in this corner, this little path, I have 2 hydrangeas. If you guys are wondering what these are, this is what I almost poked my eye out with, this branch here. So I put this foam golf ball on here, which we had because my husband's a golfer. So I didn't cut the branch because I wasn't sure if it was going to bloom at the time, but it looks like they're not going to get any leaves, so I can cut those off. But you can see how dangerous that can be when you're bending over to do some weeding. And I just love this red rum daylily. Really beautiful. And I have some chamomile growing in the rocks here, and chamomile here in the herb garden. So yeah, look at this horseradish. The one against the house is doing much better. This one is totally getting eaten by something. I have to see if I can correct that problem. Well, that's Garden Tour Saturday 2023. I hope you enjoyed it. That's part of a collaboration started by Grandma Sandy, and there is a really nice group of gardeners participating in that too. And there's also the collaboration with Janita's BF Well Wishes Garden. Hashtag Let's Share Our Plant Success or Disaster Stories. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll be back with more. There's so much going on. Have a great day.